So I got a box from Gateway this morning, and in that box was the brand new Chandler Kramer Ghoul. We're gonna play 9 holes with it, see what it's all about. So the Ghoul is made of a Chief bottom, which is more of a traditional putter with a bead, and a Devil Hawk top, which is one of Gateway's kind of go-to tops for overstable approach discs. This being an overstable approach disc, it's an interesting one. It has a traditional putter bottom. I was expecting a lot more push out of that first flight there, simply because of the bottom. Obviously it has a bead, which beads are known to make discs more overstable, but I was expecting more of like a not a Zone SS type disc, but a little bit of push, and that thing was beefy.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
Some stability. Quick little look at the side profile here of the Ghoul 3303. You can see the bead on the bottom there. Very rounded edge, but with that traditional Gateway thumb track. They put this on a lot of their approach discs, even on some putters, I think. Pretty solid hand feel. Definitely interesting. I guess I need to put some respect on this thing because it is very beefy. Usually this hole, that kind of stable putter, backhand turnover where it just pushes out to flat, plays great. I didn't even get it to turn at all. So we gotta start smacking this thing. So I almost think one of the coolest parts about this is the fact that it is a beaded traditional putter bottom, that there's probably some crazy players out there who want to putt with, you know, zone type discs. This is probably one of the best options. 1, it comes in base plastic. 2, it basically feels like a putter, but it's just super overstable, low glide. Honestly, now that I think of it, it almost resembles a Berg in a way, with the rounded edge, but then you add the bead to it. I don't know, very interesting disc. But I like it. Gonna be taking a little bit of an untraditional route here. We're gonna go big flex forehand, really try and test the stability on this thing. So probably not my best attempt, but also I think this disc has like no glide, which isn't a bad thing at all. I think that's kind of what you want out of a lot of these discs. I will say, as much as I like a lower profile approach disc or a forehand disc, this thing is very low profile, but I almost feel, I don't know, I'm not getting the most, I'm not gonna say it's not a clean release, but it feels a little tricky coming out of my hand. I don't know if it's because it's in a plastic that, I mean, it's 40 degrees today, a little cold, but it literally feels like it's KC Pro plastic, like pretty stiff. Wouldn't call it slick, but wouldn't call it grippy. I don't know, it's interesting. I'm sure it'll be coming in the near future because Gateway's the king of putting out discs in a million plastics, but I think I would really like this in a softer blend of plastic. I don't know if it's just because it's cold out and it's still winter, or if this is a pretty stiff run of Sure Grip, but this mold, I think it's one of them discs I'd want to be like that super beat up base plastic disc that just holds that stability, but you get kind of like it warped up and you kind of dip your thumb even more than what the thumb track even has, and just kind of little chip forehands, kind of like a Tactic in a way, like the extra super soft Tactic. Softer plastic, I think I'd really like this. 282 feet uphill. We're gonna go with another flat to like slight little bit of a flex forehand. The Ghoul, I don't know if it fits my play style, being a hyzer flip player. It's so overstable. Like, I'm obviously, we got some more holes to play and we'll figure it out a little bit more. You know, it's not like Devil Hawk stability by any means, but it's beefy. There we go. That throw gave me some confidence. I tried less to like really snap on it and more just kind of swing it with the arm and give it some air to work. And I kind of think if I'd have thrown that line on the last hole, it would have been a much better shot. Whereas on the last one, I was trying to kind of really like snap on it and like bend it over, and it doesn't have enough glide to like push out. So you got to kind of give it the air to work, I think. And I don't know, that throw gave me some good confidence with this disc. So I could totally be off here, but doesn't Chandler Kramer putt like, didn't he putt like, what is that, like slammers, or doesn't he putt something weirdly like no glide and overstable? I could totally be wrong, but so like, is he putting these also? I'm not sure, maybe he just putts a normal putter, but I know he has a pretty straight at it, like unique spin putt also, so I could see that being the reason they put this bottom on there maybe. I don't know, just a guess. Short. That was a beautiful bid, just never had the glide to get there. Not bad. If you're a weirdo who like has always wanted to putt overstable approach discs, try this. Because the hand feel, it just feels like a putter. But it's super beefy. Nice little 200-foot ace run here. See if we can drag this one over. I think the more that I throw this, the less I want to call it like an absolute hog, and more of just that stability where it's not gonna like bail out and like fight back out of that flex line like crazy, but you're also not gonna like burn it over. Definitely a notch up from like a zone or a disc like that, but releasing that shot felt great. Exactly what I wanted. I thought it'd kind of crash back at the end, but it kind of just panned out to flat. Just a very solid push out of that one right there. I like this fairway. It lets you kind of take it wide like that. I think I'm dialing this thing in. It's feeling good. I'm liking it for sure. Still on the team of I want this in a little bit of a softer plastic. They'll kind of let you dig your fingers into it a little more. But figuring out the flight, that's for sure. Hole number 8. I'm sure by now you guys know, you either give this an ace run or you smack a tree. Not flat enough. I'm not super familiar with Chandler Kramer's game. Obviously I know he only throws forehand, but I would assume he's pretty good at throwing on every angle, whether that be hyzer, flat, or ante. I'm not. I'm good at throwing on hyzer. Once again, when I throw this disc on like a nice pan over shot or just flat and give it some air, it flies nice. But when I throw it on my stock release of just hyzer, you don't get much out of the disc, you know? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
I remember all them winters, drinking Woodford till we drown. We hear word about the party on the look.
Creator of Frisbee Club, motherfuckers.
The man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.